Hello everyone. It is just after Christmas 2025, so kind of wintry out. Not really my favorite time of year to go outside and do adventures, although Ken has been out already on one and he's planning another one for next weekend. But I've got a couple of things that I'm going to do this winter, and my first project is going to be making frame bags for our bikes. Ready?
Ready.
Welcome to Highland Mountain Adventures. We have a lot of biking trips coming up this year, and we've both been wanting frame bags. So they're so expensive to buy, I decided to give making my own a try. So I've kind of done a deep dive on the internet, watching YouTube videos on how to make them. So I am going to get started today on making them. I don't know if this video is ever going to see the light of day. Depends on how they turn out. Hello, excuse me. Hi, sorry to interrupt, but this is future Dina. As I was going back through the footage of this video, there's a couple of things I just kind of wanted to clear up from the start, at the beginning. First of all, looking back at the video, I noticed that the room I'm in is kind of a mess. And so I just wanted to tell everybody, this is my multi-purpose room. It's a storage room, my video editing space, an office space, along with my grandchildren's playroom. I have my granddaughters every Thursday, so I keep all of their toys and stuff in here. I've got a charging station over here, got all of my video, photography equipment, bike supplies, hiking supplies, everything I just kind of keep here. You'll see in a couple of videos too that I've got this ugly green tablecloth that I pull over here. This is just, I figure, for the girls, out of sight, out of mind. They won't get into my stuff. They're only 2.5 and 1.5. So, but yeah, and then it's also my sewing area. So I bring all of my supplies up from the basement, set it up on this table, and then when I'm done, I take it all down, put it back in the basement. I probably could do my sewing in the basement, but the room that I have down there does not have any light, any windows or anything in it. And I spend all day long at work with no windows. So the last thing I want to do is spend my time sewing down there. I would much rather look out these beautiful windows here to at least see some sunshine. The other thing that I wanted to mention is, and you can see it on the screen, the card that just flashed up. This is not a tutorial. This is not a how-to. This is just my attempt at making our bags. We really wanted these bags. I think that they're really going to come in handy on our bike packing trips. We didn't have them, and like I said, they're really expensive to buy, which they're really worth it because they're such good quality. But I wanted to give it a try. I kind of like doing stuff myself, so that's kind of what I was thinking. All right, now back to your regularly scheduled program. Okay, so the first thing I did was I went outside to the bikes and just put up a piece of cardboard in the frame itself, and then just drew it and cut them out. Obviously, this one's for my bike. My bike is a Live Lura small frame. I believe it's a Lura 1. And this one is for Ken's bike. So his frame's bigger than mine. His is a Specialized Rock Hopper large frame bike. So I got my patterns or the template for the patterns, and now I am just going to transfer them onto some pattern paper. All I could find was some wrapping paper from Christmas, so why not? And what I'm going to do is I'm going to give myself a 1/4 inch seam on every side. So I have to draw the 1/4 inch seam allowance on, and then I'll cut them out, and then I will transfer them onto the material and get them cut out. Okay, so I already had to start over on tracing my pattern because I cut it wrong. But like I said, I kind of did a deep dive on the internet or on YouTube on how to do this. I'm still not 100% sure what I'm doing. I'm not what the doctors would call a seamstress. I know a little bit, but not great. So yeah, so this is just going to be a fun experiment, something to keep me busy this winter while Ken's off freezing to death on the stuff that he does, which is awesome. But I'm using X-Pac material for the outside is my plan. It's the X-Pac V21, I think. So I got that in the mail before Christmas, and then I put an order in to get some of the other stuff that I need for it, and that order is not in. So today my plan is just to get the patterns done, get them onto the X-Pac material, and get those cut out. Well, it's a good thing there's no rush on getting this done because I'm just having a hard time deciding what I want to do. So for Ken's, I was thinking about putting a divider in the middle and having two different pockets that he could put, you know, different stuff in so things didn't get lost down in this corner down here. But I'm thinking, because we talked about it the other day, and we're thinking that these frame bags would be good for like our clothes. So I'm thinking about leaving his just completely open, just having a big zipper here, but then on the gear side, on the right side, having a shorter zipper here and making a map pocket. He always carries paper maps with us wherever we go, so I'm wondering if I might do that on his. I don't know. Final decision to come. And on mine, since mine is so much smaller, I think what I'm going to do is on the inside of it, just make it all one compartment, but on the inside of it have like a spot where I can put my phone, like a sleeve almost to put my phone in. So we'll see. I mean, that might make it way more complicated than my meager talents will allow, but we'll see. I don't know. So just like the title of the video said, it was a comedy of errors, this project that I took on. In this clip, there's no sound because I let the battery in my microphone die. So I spent, I don't know, there was probably 10 minutes worth of video that I really can't use because I don't remember what I was saying in it. But in this clip, I had gotten the pieces of the fabric all cut out, including the perimeter strips. I had mine, you can see mine at kind of the top of the table, and then Ken's in the middle, and then the 2 perimeter strips. And I think what I was explaining was that I was gonna sew on a thin strip of foam around the perimeter strip just to give the bag a little bit more shape, and then on the outside I was going to put the webbing on it to attach it to the bikes. So that is what I think is going on in this clip. Okay, the saga of the bike frame bags continues. I got all my other supplies in the mail yesterday, and I realized that I didn't order the right zippers. I kind of wanted the waterproof ones, and I just ordered regular zippers. So I'm going to redo the pattern a little bit, and I'm going to add in a fold or a flap that comes over the zippers, just to keep them a little bit more protected. I know that the bag isn't going to be waterproof, but we want it as watertight as possible, just because we do a lot of creek crossings and that kind of stuff. So I'm going to redo the patterns, recut the material out. I'll just save the material I already cut out and I'm gonna make top tube, just little bags out of that. I think that'll work. So hopefully that material doesn't go to waste, but yeah. So I'm going to add in the zipper flap, and then hopefully we'll get one of the bags put together today. So we'll see. Okay, so I've got my patterns cut out. So I've added on a little bit here. I added on a 1/4 inch right here, and that's going to be my fold line. And then 1.5 inches here, and that's going to be the flap that goes over the zipper. And then I added on a 1/2 inch fold line, or a 1/2 inch on the bottom panel, and then that's going to be my fold line. So we'll see how this goes together. All right, so this is just the first panel. I'm going to try it on one and see what happens. See if I'll be able to do it. But so essentially, this is the outside of the bag, and then this will sit over, and then underneath here will be the zipper. So this will kind of cover the zipper. So now I cut the covers for the ends of the zippers. And I don't think I showed, but just to make these folds, I'm just using this double sticky fabric tape. I've got just a 1/4 inch. I've got a 1/4 inch size and a 1/2 inch size if I need it. So they work really well in making sure this is all lined up. Okay, so now I am getting the zipper piece put on, and I'm just overlapping just this little 1/4 inch seam here. The zipper front stops a little bit in front of the seam allowance, and same back here. Oh, here goes nothing. What? Okay, so it's been, I don't know, I've been working on this for 2.5 hours or so. Still have yet to stitch anything. So I just discovered that my needles were sticking when I was trying to sew through the fabric tape, which most people would probably know that, but again, I'm a beginner. So I just spent the last hour undoing all of the fabric tape that I have put on, and now I'm going to attempt to put this back together. Go figure. Okay, so after about 4 hours of trying to figure out what I was doing wrong, I think I got it figured out. I had the needle installed wrong on my sewing machine, and then I had to remove all of that sticky tape, the fabric tape. I still have some to remove on a different piece, but I think I got it figured out. I stayed fairly calm. I didn't get too frustrated, but I got the little ends, the stopper ends on my zipper put on. And then the video that I watched, which I will link because I'm basically doing his design for the most part. I adjusted it a little bit for my pack, but it said to burn the teeth on the zipper in the back so it doesn't, so the zipper doesn't slide all the way up. I don't think it would anyway because we got the little tabs there, but I'm gonna do that just to be safe. So, okay. And then maybe we'll start putting this panel together. I don't know, we'll see. Moment of truth. Oh, my zipper's on. Yes, I did use needles or pins. The zipper's on! Yay! Yay! I'm excited. Okay, attaching the top panel. Here we go. And it's amazing how well that works when you have your machine threaded correctly.
Because duh.
Top panel is done. So there's the flap, zip. I can't believe it. I can't believe it. Okay, so in order to attach the pack to the bike, I decided to do it like a ladder webbing. So this is the outside of the perimeter that goes around the pack, and I'm just gonna do, you know, a stitch every, I don't know, maybe 5 inches or so, and then we can loop the Velcro to through it and then to the bike, wherever the straps will fall, because sometimes I put other packs on my bike and I don't want the Velcro of the two to get in the way. So that's what I'm going to do next. I changed my mind. I'm doing every 3 inches. And I just put a piece of masking tape on my machine to mark every 3 inches. So I will continue to do this all the way around. I also have just a thin piece of foam on the other side. See it right there, just to help give the bag a little bit of shape. All right, onwards and upwards. Okay, now for the next scary part. They've all been kind of scary, but I am going to put the outside perimeter on one side of the pack. I'm freaking out a little bit. Okay. Coming up around a corner, and this is, oh shit. Oops, sorry. Okay, so this is where people have said that it's really hard. So I kind of screwed up I changed my seam allowance on my bags, but not on the perimeter. So I don't know, we'll see if this works or if this is gonna be a colossal failure. It could be, who knows? I'm thinking one of the problems is all this foam and stuff. I just don't know. I don't think it's gonna line up. Okay, perimeter strip, take 2. All right, I'm attempting to get it back on again. Heading around the first corner. Okay. So once again, I let the battery in the microphone die. So you can't hear anything. And this is a different day. But you can't hear anything in this clip either. I am just showing that I finally got both panels sewed onto the perimeter strip. I'm going to flip it right side out to see how it turned out and then get it put on the bike. The Velcro kind of upside down for right now because we don't have protective tape on our bikes on the frames, and I don't want it to scratch. I don't want it to scratch our paint. Yeah, mine is too big. I don't know how I got it too big. I just must have had the pattern too big. I think that if I were to fill it full of stuff, it would be so wide that my legs would hit it. But, I mean, for the very, very first try, because this was the first bag I made, for the first try, it's not horrible. It's not great. And this one's definitely getting remade. And if I had the inkling, I would just take a seam ripper to it, rip it apart, and try again on that one. But I doubt I will do that. All right, everyone, so as you saw in that last clip, I was fitting the bag onto my bike and realized I had made it too big. I still don't know how I did that. I don't know if it had something to do with the fact that I was kind of monkeying with the seam allowances. Not too sure. Anyway, I did end up taking the seam ripper to the bag, took it all apart, put it back together, got it fitted a little bit better. So here you go. First look at the new and improved frame bag for the Live Lura 1. I'm really happy with the way it turned out. I added some paracord pull tabs to it, tied that myself. How cool is that? I took it for, oh yeah, there's stuff in here, because I actually did take it for a ride the other day. Fantic bike pump, not sponsored, wish we were, best piece of equipment we have. And then I think my toolkit, yeah, I threw my toolkit in there too. It's the middle of February, actually it's the beginning of February, and I was able to go on a ride earlier this week. It was like 55 degrees here in Butte, and oh my gosh, it was so lovely. It was absolutely amazing to get on the bike in the middle of winter and not freeze. So good. Anyway, back to the bag. The other thing, so I've got the zip on this side. We'll move around to this other side. Got another zip, opens up into the main compartment. The other thing that you will notice is I did end up, when I put it back together, I did end up putting a liner in it and some binding tape over the seams in here, so the seams will be nice and strong. I won't have to worry about it. Really happy with the way that turned out. Oh yeah, and look at that super awesome bike stand that I've got it up on. I just picked that up, I don't know, 2 days ago. Got that from Sportsman's Warehouse over in Helena with some Christmas money from my mom and dad and brother and sister-in-law. So thanks, Mom and Dad and Jim and Sandy, but I'm already using it, love it. So yeah, anyway, that is the end of this video of my journey in making that bike frame bag. It's super fun, frustrating, we got her done. Oh yeah, and last but not least, if you didn't notice, I am wearing an official Highland Mountain Adventure t-shirt. Ken and I put up a Shopify store. It's got a few of our t-shirts and Highland Mountain Adventure gear and stuff, so if you're interested, check it out. I'll list a link in the description, and I will try to get a QR code up on the screen. I don't know if I can do that or not, but I'll try. But yeah, check it out. If you like our stuff, you can go take a look and pick something up if you'd like. Thanks for watching. This was super fun. If you haven't already, subscribe, hit the like button. We're getting close to 200 subscribers. I know, it's a lot, but you know, we're bracing for it. And when we hit it, we might even do another Q&A video. If you haven't seen the first one, it was awesome. It was my favorite video that we've done. Turned out super good. But yeah, help us out, help us get to 200. Thanks for watching. All right, have a great day. Bye.